Mr. Really.
I just pressed the button, so you're right on cue. That's perfect. That is perfect. So we are going to talk.
No, wait. Can you already start? Because that really wasn't the greatest starting. You were supposed to say action, don't you remember? And cut when I made a mistake.
All right, I'll press stop. Okay, stopped it. And we start. Okay.
Hello!
Relax. Take it easy.
I like me. What people.
All right. We're going to talk. What are we going to talk about? We had a conversation in the car. We're going to continue our conversation from the car. Talk about positive and negative foods, right?
Well, those are the whole positive thing isn't really my thing. I like the whole negative foods, but I don't like positive foods.
So why don't you give me some examples of what I was talking about that's a negative food?
Well, what I would call negative foods like red peppers and things like that.
No. What I'm talking about, what I consider, what are negative foods that actually do harm to you, as opposed to.
Okay, let me.
You're not in the frame if you.
I know. Let me go get an example of a negative food. Okay.
All right.
I'll be right back.
No. You guys sit down.
But I need to go get the negative food from the Easter Bunny.
How fast can you do it?
Really fast.
All right, go fast. And this is where we fill time. The Beanie is going to get some examples of a negative food. All right, here you come. Let's go. The people are waiting. Come on, let's go.
Sorry.
The people are...
Oh no, I made it funny.
All right, let's go. Get in front of the camera. All right, this is your booty from Easter.
Yeah.
So these are perfect examples of negative foods.
Which I call good foods. Starburst and chocolate bunny and marshmallow eggs and then a lot of other ones. Oopsies.
A lot of candy. But those are all negative foods. And why do I call those negative foods?
Because they have sugar, which isn't good for your body.
Yeah.
But I call it good for your body.
Well,
I say the opposite.
You prefer.
I prefer this stuff.
All right. So
Can I have a piece?
now give me some examples.
One piece. Can I have just a mini Kit Kat?
Focus. Dial it in. Okay. So what are some examples of a positive food?
This is really hard.
Why?
I don't know. Well, ice cream has milk, so I'd call ice cream a positive food.
No, come on. What are we talking about? What do I consider positive foods?
Red pepper, which tastes awful, and then I can't even stand it. I can't even stand it. I don't like it. I can't.
Are you gonna talk nice for the camera? What are some examples of positive food?
Well, the whole positive foods is a little complicated. Well, watermelon, which is a little tasty baddie. And then, here's a really bad tasting one. I already know it. Here it is. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm waiting. Everybody's waiting.
Strawberries.
You don't like strawberries?
I don't like strawberries.
I happen to love
And the cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. What about chicken?
Yum.
Steak? Those are
I
things you
can't
like.
stand it. I can't even stand talking about healthy food. I would rather talk about the negative food. I can stand that better.
So what are some ways that you could get yourself to, do you think you could get yourself to like to eat some positive foods?
Well, maybe I could eat too much candy and then I would just want to eat positive foods. That probably works just perfect.
You'd like to try that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's like a trick.
That's not gonna happen.
I could just eat all the candy I wanted, and then I would just eat and more I never.
Now, do you recognize that when you eat a lot of candy that you feel sick?
No.
You don't recognize that as a trait.
Nope.
You don't recognize that when you eat a lot of chocolate or candy that you crash and you
Well, I don't
fall
really
apart.
crash. I actually like the taste better of healthy food a lot better.
You like the taste, but
But
the way
no,
you act.
the way I act is fine. It doesn't really make any difference.
Are you being honest right now?
Yes. Yes, I promise I am. No fingers or toes crossed, I promise. Well, I can't really feel the difference.
But you don't recognize that you act a little bit off the beam after a while if you've had a lot of chocolate.
No, not really. Well, I do start laughing, but that's just normal. I laugh at a lot of things.
Now let's talk about school today.
Oh no.
What did you learn in school today?
Well, we did some math problems, but I wouldn't really consider that learning.
Why? Why don't you consider that learning?
I don't know, because we do them all the time. So I wouldn't really consider that learning.
I think that's silly. Like, how could you not consider that learning?
Well, it's just even that my kind of learning.
Are you a math person or are you more of a reading person?
Well, I'm more of a reading person, but my favorite thing is sort of the food talk about thing and the candy.
We're not talking about candy nut right now. We're talking about school. So, okay, I'm gonna give you 4 things in school, and I want you to tell me what your favorite ones are.
Okay.
All right, you don't tell me until after. Okay, ready? Math, reading, gym class, or computer lab.
Reading.
Reading is your number 1. Okay,
Yeah.
what would be number 2?
Tech lab.
What?
Tech lab.
Tech lab, is that the computer room? What kind of
Well, out of my real favorites, it's reading, then art, but you didn't mention art.
Oh, because you like to create things.
Yes. We're
Interesting.
making a mermaid in art.
Like painting it? What kind? How are
A
you making?
painting.
And everybody's working on it at the same time?
Yes.
That sounds interesting. Well, there you go, Beanie. I think we can wrap this interview up.
Excuse me.
Oh, hell,
Where's that cut?
well, I didn't know you were going to do that. All right.
Sorry.
Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, camera.
Have a nice day.
Say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye. Say
Goodbye to the people.
goodbye. No.